An album a day is my exploration into the Korean music scene. This podcast will cover mainstream, indie, and some underground artists within the scene and provide both factual and opinionated commentary. The biggest benefit to sharing my thoughts this way is that it will hopefully expose you to more great music and exploration of your own.
That's right, listeners. We're stepping back into the land of grown folk ballads and feels with 4 Minute. And we're looking at an album called Sorry. And boy, is it different. Different would be the word. We'll talk about it in a moment. Let's get into it.
You're tuned into an album a day. Show start.
So when we left this group, we were just coming off of the Third Generation special album, January 18th, 2010. The group is no longer a 4, despite the name being 4 men. Now it's a 3. Shin Young-jae, Kim Young-jae, and Kim Won-ju. I'm sorry, it's a trio instead of just saying it's a 3. This is their second EP, Sorry. It was released October 28th, 2010, 9 months past when they released the first album as a trio. And it really does, whether they intended this or not, it really does feel like a rebirth, a birth of a whole new group, a whole new 4 men. Sorry came in at number 9 on the Korean charts, and it was on labels YWHO and Tail Runs Media. Came out in CD and digital download, and it's an EP, but this thing is like almost 40 minutes. It's like 38 and some change, and I'm just really losing a grasp on what South Korean entertainment groups want to classify as a studio album, an LP, an EP, a mini album. Like, I'm hurting. They're really shattering whatever conventional knowledge I had of it. So technically, the album Sorry technically has 6 tracks on it. She Was Falling Down, Hello, Sorry, I Regret It, I Have Taken Subway, and Crazy. But it maximizes on itself. It maximizes on your listening time because the remaining 6 tracks are all the instrumentals of the first 6. So you get a solid 12, which is how you get the time out of that. But there's really just 6 tracks on here. You get this interesting R&B, sultry, jammed down intro with She Was Falling Down. And it's like a minute and 47 or a minute 48, something of the sort. Not bad. Then you get popped into this boombastic sound, Hello. Hello with an exclamation point. Now, this is live band instrumentation. It's gorgeous. I don't want to put you in the wrong mindset of thinking that it's like bossa nova when I said it was boombastic or very big. It's just live band. Live instruments really do bring out a different caliber of performance from an artist. We're nowhere close to this, but boy, when we get to Crush, long from now, yeah, he performs with a live band when he does his live performances, and it is amazing. So you have this live band, which is commanding the performer to, at bare minimum, settle itself within what the instruments are doing. Sometimes you'll hear me, as well as other artists and producers and music critics, talk about, how a vocal is placed into a song or on a song. You really want your vocals to be enwombed, if you will, by the music. I shouldn't be overpowered by the string section or the percussion or the brass. I should be complementing it with what the power of my own instrument, the vocal, can do. Well, in this case, that does happen. It sounds really good. However, there is one member in this trio now whose voice is just so strong, like stupid big strong, like heavy, like it's extremely distinct, and it just ascends beyond what the music is giving. Doesn't make it bad, but it's a serious distinction. Now it feel like I'm singing featuring the rest of 4 men as my backup singers. It's a real Destiny's Child feeling for me. It's an interesting dynamic that I wasn't expecting. Even more so, what I wasn't expecting is the direction that the album goes after that. It just drops you off, just, puts you in the carpool and then get you to the destination of utter sadness real fast. I don't feel like there was a considerate segue from having me feeling, energized and excited and hello, and then you bring me over to Sorry. And this is an album that features some additional artists. But you put me in Sorry, and now I feel bad about myself. And then we go over to track number 4, I Regret It, and now I'm just feeling worse. Then we get to I Have Taken Subway. Something is wrong with the syntax of that sentence. And there's like a narration that occurs over, subtle symphonic. I don't know what was going on with this. It just as much as it feels like it's a birth and you got this new baby coming out here in the world, it does feel somewhat like a baby giraffe where you already thrown out here. You should be able to walk fairly quickly because you're not new. Like, you came with all the tools and utilities available, Giraffe Batman, and I need you to use your utility tools to detect the best way to move, but those legs are real wobbly. This just didn't feel as good as the previous albums to me. And I know a part of that is because I came in with judgments from getting my muffin cap peeled back blue, like I said, from the previous album. So I had to listen to this more than my usual 2 times before I make a judgment. This was pushing up on 5. I can't certainly remember if it was 4 or 5. I just know that the feeling never dissipated. It never changed for me, where I did not feel like this was one of their best works. So, with that being said, K-pop fans, on a scale of 1 to 5, with 5 being essential listening and 1 not worth mentioning, the A3Day ranking for this album is a 4.5. And that's insane to say that like a 4.5 gives me that much pain to suggest for an album. But do you know how high the bar has been set? Let's really think about this. The podcast is a season and a half old at the time of this recording, and like, we ain't had too many people dip underneath a 4, let alone past a 3.5. I know at one point in time I was trying to do like a 7.5, a 3.75. I was struggling with somebody's stuff, or a 4.75. But the bar is set high, and we're nowhere even close to a halfway mark, a quarter of a mark in this long journey together. So I don't think I'll find myself disappointed to this level again further into their discography. But it was jolting. It went from being one direction, and I was like, this is going to be interesting, this whole live band thing. It's going to be a good direction. And you kind of just be like, all right, everyone, did you enjoy that song? Did you like Hello? We're so excited about that. Why don't you go ahead and put on your seatbelt? We're just going to take a nice stroll just around the corner and then slam the car right into a wall of pain and terrible loss as you apologize for something you should have been smart enough to not do to begin with. Stop looking at your ex's pictures. You shouldn't have them anymore. That time is done. But since you want to keep it, we're going to just make sure that now the seatbelt gets snug when you try to lean forward to get out of said car and won't let you go. Go ahead and have your pain. I know why y'all be listening to this stuff. I know y'all don't always want to be jamming to all of the make some noise, booty bounce, shimmy shoulders kind of music. I get it. I know what it is. It's because you all enjoy thinking in your mind that you're in a music video. I know it. I totally get it. Look, it's okay. Look, shh, it's okay. Hush, 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 shh. No. Listen. It's okay. It's okay. I know you like that. I know that you sit in your house or in your car or wherever it is that you are, and you imagine that you're having a montage from a TV show or from a film, or you're in a music video, and the crying that you're doing, that you have, justified in your mind that this is an emotional release that you need while you listen to these songs that just rip you in half, it's because it's a part of the video that you're a part of right now. I get it. I totally get it. You don't have to tell me anything different. I'm not going to listen. So yeah, that's my assessment of Sorry. I'm sorry. This was one I could have let go of. I'm getting a little anxious now because we're getting closer to that infamous album that one of my friends said she was looking forward to me getting to. So I'm a little anxious for that, but I'm trying to pace my emotions so that I don't have this big massive crash again. So that's this episode, y'all. I'll catch you in the next one. Bye, y'all.
Your favorite foreign Korean music historian exploring all the industry from A to Z.
There's sponsored ads and social media hashtags, but this show is truly supported by the efforts of my Migualas, the most amazing fan base a little entertainer could ever have. Special shout out to my Patreon patrons, the student body, and the scholars who keep my vision of becoming your favorite Korean music historian exploring all the industry from A to Z a real thing. If you're interested in supporting the growth of this podcast and supporting content, please visit patreon.com/multifacetedacg. And for as little as $1 a month, you can get in on the magic too. Interested in continuing your support at the free $99 price? I love you for it. You can still engage with the show when you retweet, repost, and share the show and use hashtag A3 and the word DAY. You can also tag MULTIFACETEDACG to get my attention. And if you're listening to this podcast on a platform other than Anchor.fm, please leave a few stars or a review to keep things growing in the right direction.